Okay, so this is the second part of the hat. I'll add in 2 more of rows there because the other video there was a little mess up in the other video, as you would have seen, and I had to take these apart and actually redo them. So in this video I am going to do the ears for you guys. So from where you left off, again, I've got the information here. In this, you'll be learning to do decreases. Is the lighting okay there? Give me a second. Whoop. Cool. So I think it's a whole lot brighter. I'll turn the phone around so I'll be able to actually see it better. So I'm not doing mess ups like I did kind of in the other video. So yeah, so I'm doing the ear topper in this video. So it'd be JHopes Jack-in-the-Box ears I'm doing in this video. And you'll be learning decreases. So they're not too difficult to do. So I will be with you in 2 seconds. And I just do this. Right. So I've got that done. I've done 2 more onto that. So in this video we're going to do the ears. And I also just saw the concept photos for Jack-in-the-Box was just released, and the little white versions of his hat as well, like little peaked ears, like bat ears. They were cute. They look like cat ears, but just slightly longer and pointier. And then Jack's ears were like pure long to the floor long, so I won't be doing that long of ears. So it's just the normal sized ears. So the booklet almost fell off the table. So I purposely did an uneven amount so I can show ye what I was talking about in the previous video. So from your stitches, depending on how many stitches you made, will determine on how big the ears are. So if, say, for example, if you did 30, there will always be at least 6 of those stitches. Excuse me, 6 of those stitches. If it's 30. If it's 31, there'll be 7 of those stitches. That'll be between the ears. So there'll be, you made the first ear, and then there'll be 3 stitches on this side and 3 stitches on this side. And if it's uneven, the back of the hat will have the 4 stitches, and then the front of the hat will always have the 3 stitches, and then you do the other ear. So yes, so if you've 30 stitches, you from the stitch, so you continue on from where you ended. So you count again. If you have 30 stitches, you take 6 of those stitches, which leaves you with 24. So each ear will be a total of 12 stitches each. So you would count, you would go over 12 stitches and stop and then connect them. And then leave 3. You will be attaching another piece of string over here to continue after the 3 stitches, then continue over around for 12 stitches, making sure that there is either 3 or 4. You don't go beyond that or less than that. So both of your ears will be equal. There won't be many rows in it, depending on the size of your hat, I'm guessing. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I know there was something else that I needed to say, but I can't remember what it was. And I do apologize for the previous video. My phone was on the other side. It was camera facing down, and I couldn't see it. So I had realized that I was actually doing the stitches down here, instead of actually up here. So I tried to fix that for you guys in some way, shape, or form. But I have the front of the phone now facing downward, so I can actually see the screen. So ears, right? So I have 27 stitches, and that leaves me with 7 spare stitches. Each ear will be 10 stitches each. So what you're gonna do, well, that'll all depend on the amount of yours. So if you got 30, like I said, if it's an even number, you'll always have 6. 3 is always in the front and 3 in the back. If you have 31, 3 is always in the front, 4 is in the back. So you never need to worry, because there will always be an even amount on your ears, so you never need to worry. And you can leave that gap as well, because we can sew that up at the end. Yeah. So what I usually do is when I'm making the ears, I said it in the previous video, when I'm making the ears, I use the 1 ball of string yarn, wool, to do the first ear, but I attach a second one to do the second ear at the same time, so I don't get confused with the stitches. That's just me. Or you can write them down. I would give a written. I would write up the stitches and how many rows and whatnot that I would be using, but it does not matter on how many stitches I use and how many rows I do. Well, no, the rows matter, but the stitches doesn't, because the hat actually has to fit your head. And also, I had actually noticed, I was really tired and I am sick at the moment, but I did, as I was going through and trying to edit the video yesterday and noticing that I had to actually redo part of it, I had noticed that I kept saying that there was 10 rows in total, and there was actually 11. So my brain wasn't even functioning properly to count properly. But I won't make that mistake. I think there is a total of 11 rounds, as I have wrote. there is a total of 11 rounds for each ear. So yes. So you don't need to really worry. and will be decreasing each time as well. So I am hoping that the light I have on me, or on above me, I mean, you'll be able to see the stitches. Yeah. So, to get started, you chain 1. I have to keep referring back to this now so I don't mess this up for you. Right, so each of them is going to be, well, for the little hat that I'm doing, I have to do 10. I have to do 10 each hat, so make sure that you calculate that properly. Even number, you always take 6 away. Odd number, you always take 7 away. And then whatever is left, you have it between the 2 ears, and you'll be perfectly fine. So, you chain 1, and I have to do 10 stitches. So you just do normal 10 double crochets for the first ear. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So we're gonna close this piece up and come across here. Hopefully you're gonna be able to see. So there's the stitches for the first ear, and we're going to come across and into the first one we just did, and just slip stitch. And there's your first ear. So we will chain, and this will be your second row of the ear. And yeah, just checking there now to make sure that I'm doing it right. Yeah, you slip stitch into the first double crochet. It's done. Chain 1 and double crochet for round 2. Right. Wrap it around and straight into the one that we just slip stitched into, and make a double crochet. So there's the first of the 10 of the round. As you can see, the first one. This is gonna be so cute. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, this was your first double crochet, we're gonna do double crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease over 2 stitches, and I will show you how to do that. So double crochet number 1, double crochet number 2, double crochet number 3, just making sure that this is still recording. And there's your 3 double crochets. Now for the decrease, you yarn over. So make sure you guys can see this. So you yarn over and you go into the next loop and you pull up a loop. You yarn over and you pull through 2 of the stitches. I wrote it down so I would not forget. So you have 2, then you yarn over, I think again. Yeah, and then you go into the second one, pull up, then you go through 2, and then you go through all 3. And there is 2 stitches double crocheted that you just put together. Now I will do that again. So you yarn over, you go in to the first loop, you yarn over, grab your yarn and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, so you've got 2 left, then yarn over, go into the second loop, grab your yarn, and now you've got 4. Yarn over, pull through 2, you've got 3 left, yarn over, pull through all 3, and there you go. There is your 2 double crochets that you have just decreased with. So now we're going to do 3 more double crochets after that. So yarn over, normal double crochet, second normal double crochet, and third normal double crochet. Yarn. That sounded like a bird. Yarn over, go into the next loop, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through all 3. And there you go. You should have 1 more there now. Or is that 1 more? No, it's not. Okay. Just slip stitch. If I can find the loop. It's being slightly difficult. Here we go. Yeah. You just slip stitch. I just grab it, it makes it easier. And there is part of 1 ear done. So now for the next row, which is the 3rd row, you chain 1, and you just do normal double crochets into every stitch. So into that same stitch, you do a double crochet into the second stitch, you do a double crochet into the third stitch, and so on. Double crochet, no decrease on this round. On the white version of Jack-in-the-Box hat, there might be just decreases, but I'll do out a video for that. Make them an extra ear video, ear topper. So you'll have this, you'll have the normal Jack-in-the-Box one, and then you'll have the white version of the Jack-in-the-Box. Double crochet. And double crochet. Now this might get a little tight because it gets smaller, but you don't need to worry about that. Straight in. And you can see it's starting to form now. Right, so the next row is a decrease row. So you do the same, just as I don't. Yeah. So it's 2 double crochets for the next round and 1 decrease. So chain 1, double crochet into that same stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. And now we do a decrease. So yarn over into the loop, grab your yarn, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, leaves you with 2. Yarn over, go into the next loop, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Then 2 more stitches after that. Normal. Double crochet and double crochet. And 1 more decrease. So again, yarn over into the loop, grab your yarn, 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over into the last loop or the second loop, pull up your yarn, over, pull through 2, and pull through 3, and straight into a slip stitch. Now you guys are gonna have more stitches than that, more stitches than me, because this is only a small little thing I'm doing. So that's what you keep doing. So first row is normal double crochet, second row is 3 double crochet and 1 decrease the whole way around. The next row, which is the third row, is just double crochet. The fourth row is 2 double crochet and 1 decrease the whole way around, because you guys are going to have way more stitches than 10. So that's that part. I'm thinking whether or not to do the second. Just do the whole 2 ears and show you. Excuse me. So the 5th row is just double crochets. So chain 1. It's getting very tight. Double crochet back into that same stitch. And then double into the next. Double into the next for the whole round. It is getting very tight. Double into the next. And double into that last one. And straight into, there we go, for a slip stitch. Now that is not over yet. We could do another round. Because it's not pointy yet. If you're able to. If you're not able to, you can just kind of sew it up and into a point. There'll be another decrease round here because there's still a lot of stitches left. So I have from 6. So I have from 6, row 6 up as decreases. So, and that is in the normal amount, the one that I did for the black hat. There was 11 rows in total for the black hat's ears, and obviously this one's going to be a whole lot smaller. So I'm only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was double crochet all around. So round 6 is going to be a decrease like it was. Stitch 2, decrease 1. So if your hat is going to be a whole lot longer and bigger, your rounds 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all the same. They're all stitch 2, decrease, stitch 2, decrease, the whole way around the stitches. And by the time you get to row 11, and if it's any longer than row 11, it's all just decrease, decrease, decrease the whole way up. There is no double stitches anymore. There is just decreasing the whole way up until you get to a point. So for this one, I'll just finish off this. So this is a decrease round. And this is, did I say 6? 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is row 6, which is stitch 2, two double crochets, and then a decrease like we did with the other one. And like we're doing with this one. or as many times as you go around in the amount of stitches. So stitch 2, stitch a double crochet, then stitch a second double crochet, then a decrease. So in, grab your yarn, 3 loops, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next loop, pull it up, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Then do another 2 double crochets. Now, if it gets to only putting 1 decrease in, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you do that every row from row 6 down is just decrease. Wait, makes a small little point. I'll go again, just for the last couple that's left. I would use a smaller, I'll do a smaller no, I'll leave it. So double crochet into that stitch. Like I said a minute ago, by the time that you get to the top, it does get harder and harder to do the stitches. You can stop whenever and just sew the top of it shut. Now, a decrease. And a decrease. Oop. Pull through 2, pull through 3, normal double crochet, it is getting difficult, and slip stitch. And yeah, that is one of the ears done. I could stop it there. I could just get a little needle and just pop it in around and just make it a little point. That's one of the ears done. I might just add, well, you have to leave 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, and this is the back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. It is really hard to see those stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, perfectly. So usually I would have a little clip so I don't clip into those. I say usually, I normally had it there. I don't know what you would use. You would use one of these. For like a darning needle for sewing just those 3 shut. Those 6 I mean. 7. So you'll be just sewing in like a weave. I had clips, but I cannot remember where they are gone. Just put something in there so you don't go into those stitches. So I'll just use a little needle. So that stops you there. And you go and do it in the next one. I have another white wool, so I will do it. So I'll leave that. Just by now you would for this one you'd cut it off. Excuse me, my god. You'd cut it off here, and what you want to do is pull it through and cut it off. Then the extra long yarn, you'd put it into the darning needle, and then you would just sew this part shut. Now I'm not going to do that because I have to make other ears with this wool. So that's really cute. And I find the other. There we go. So where's the back of it? So you would, from the stitch that you're starting with, not any of the 2 stitches that we're not touching, you would grab your yarn, pull through. Just be careful you don't pull it through fully. Just tuck that behind there. Just slip stitch that there. Yarn over. And I did that backwards. Yep, I did that backwards. It's over here. I should have done it back here. Again, mistakes were made. So you have to go to the front of it. I was doing it from the back of it around. I was doing it from back here. I'm not going to get any far from back here. I have to do it front ways. Not usually that, just to keep it in place. Yarn over and go into that same stitch and do a double crochet. And then do double crochets for the next No, no matter how many stitches you have. So 10 stitches I'm doing. Yours could be 15, 20, 30. What did I say? For Jack's black hat, each ear was 20 stitches. Yes, because I had 47 extra stitches. 47 stitches in total. So 7 of them were for between the ears and 20 and 20. So basically twice as big as the one that I'm doing now. So just double crochet the whole way around. The amount of stitches for each ear. That was not a double crochet. And now we're coming up to the last one here. And now we're going to slip stitch over here. And there we go. So now you're making the second. So chain 1. Remember, this is the decrease row. So stitch 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Stitch the second double crochet into the second. Stitch a third double crochet into the third, and then decrease. Yarn over into the first hole, pull up a loop, over 2, yarn over, go into the second loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 3. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and decrease. Yarn over, go through the third, pull up loop, go through 2, go through 3. And slip stitch. And unwind your yarn because the ball is going to roll off with the bit. Now, so next row is just double crochets. Chain 1, double crochet into that same stitch like normal and into every other stitch that's there. A round of double crochets. Whoops. And don't forget that your round of decreasing is in the first row. It's 3 double crochets, 1 decrease the whole way around. And if there is like 1 stitch at the end that's left over, you don't need to worry about it. If your stitches are kind of uneven for the ears, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Just keep going. Almost done. And slip stitch. That is actually really adorable. So 1, 2, 3. Now the fourth, like this one, is another decrease. So the fourth row is 2 double crochets and 1 decrease the whole way around. So chain, wrap around, then 1 double crochet into the same stitch, then around, 1 double crochet into the second stitch, wrap around, then decrease, pull through 2, wrap around, go into the next loop, pull through 2, pull through all 3, and another 2 normal double crochets. I hope the lighting is still good for you guys. Now decrease, yarn over, grab your yarn in the hoop, or in the loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the second loop, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all 3. And slip stitch. And that is the way that it looks so far. Could make this for a baby. This one would basically be baby size. Would fit a baby head. Maybe you'd want to do 30 stitches for a baby head if you start off with 30 stitches. It might fit a baby's head. Like your little Jack-in-the-Box hat for the baby. For a baby. That'd be cute. Right. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 5th round is double crochet. Chain 1. Double crochet in the same loop. And double crochet the whole round. And slip stitch. And pull that nice and tight. Guys, you are almost finished. You are almost finished. You should be proud of it starting to come out like this. You guys should be so proud, because I am. I can't wait to see what you guys do with your hats. What colors you make them. Are you going to make them multicolored? It'll be really cool. You can attach pom-poms if you want to at the end of them when you tie them off. You can attach little pom-pom balls if you want to. Right. So let's finish this. So this is just the decrease round now. Double crochet. Then double crochet. And decrease. Then a double crochet, and then another double crochet. And then we slip stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the last row now. I think I can finish up with this. So we chain 1 and stitch into there. Then double double crochet into the next. And like I said, you guys just keep going with that the whole way around the round, and the rounds to follow, depending on how big your hat is. And decrease. So if your hat ends up having 12, 13 rounds, your last round should be just decreases. But from 6 up, oh, I did that wrong. From the 6th round up, it'll just be 2 double crochets and 1 decrease. I don't know how I had messed that up a minute ago. And oh, that's that done. And that's it. You guys have done it. That's it flat. Just pinch up the sides and you just kind of pinch them up in a slanty way and have them come back. Or outwards, whichever way you guys want to. But you guys have done it. There you go. There's your little jack-in-the-box hat. When you cut these off, don't forget to do a little sewing in the inside. So you'll just go in. Where did I put it? So when you're going through the stitches, you just go in and then just do kind of a zigzag, come around, come in, and just go up. Make sure that you get these up into the ears as well. There's 2 little gaps there, so you could start over here and just sew zigzag the whole way over, just to close up the hat. And there you go. If you made this part longer, you'd be able to fold up the hat, and the ridging will be popping out on the other side. But because I made this shorter, I can't fold it. I left the hat downstairs, so I can't show you guys again. But yep, there's your hat now. There you go, my guys. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with them. I really can. This is going to be really cool. And as well, like I said in the other video, if there is any other tutorials, that was loud. If there's any tutorials on any of the stitches that you didn't quite get, I can do videos, just a couple minutes on each one. If there is any like other hat tutorials that you want to do, but in thick wool, because I know a lot of hat tutorials are all in thin wool, just basically use the same as this. If there's any other hat types, like the Santa hat or an elf hat, because I mentioned it in the last video, because of the ridging. Sorry. That I will do a tutorial on those as well. The Santa hats are quite easy. But yeah, again, you can attach little pom-poms to the back of these, or the ends of these, and be as creative as you want. There you go. Again, I will be doing Hope in a Box. I'll be doing little keyring versions of him. And then I will be doing other hat ear toppers. I will do similar to the ones that the white version of Jack in the Box. I'll do, like, they'd be kind of similar to ears, like roughly about that. So the ears would be that size. And you have the black version of Jack's ears like that. So I will do a video of doing these little ears, because they should be easy enough. And there will be a load of more videos going up that I'll be using the base and just doing videos of the extra ears. But yeah. So I have to go right up the Mickey Mouse ones. Because that's gonna be fun. And other ears, like I said in the other video, I said dog ears, cat ears. They'd be kind of roughly about fox's ears or something along the lines of that, so I might. There'd be bear ears, rabbit ears. Did I say dog ears? So there'd be different versions of ears. If any of you guys have any suggestions as well, it'd be greatly appreciated. And again, I will be doing a version of this hat as well in thin wool. So yeah, I'll be doing the version in thin wool, but I will be just doing the base like I did with this, and then adding ears like I'm doing with this. Just exactly the same, but in thin wool, because not a lot of people like thick wool. So there you go, my lovelies, my beautiful lovelies. I cannot wait to see your hats. I am on TikTok. I am on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. I'll be putting up links to all of those attaching to my new YouTube, because I've only made it. And also, this is my first tutorial ever that I've ever made of anything. So I hope it was okay for you guys to follow with it. If not, I can try and redo the first one. I know this one you were able to see, but I can redo the first one if it's not good enough. But yes. Thank you all for watching, and I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to make more stuff for you guys. I can't wait to make more tutorials. Yeah, and I can't wait to hear any suggestions or any of the stuff that you make that I give you tutorials for. I cannot wait to see them. It's going to be awesome. I know they will. And please subscribe so you don't miss any of the tutorials that I will be posting, and any of the other stuff that I will be posting as well. And I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I can't wait. You guys are awesome. I can't wait. Don't forget to tag me. But I can't wait. Bye bye.